It was supposed to be just another drive home, but that night, silence filled the car like a heavy fog. Ethan could feel something was wrong, but he was too afraid to ask. Then, she asked him to pull over. Sophie had something to say, something that would change everything. She told him her feelings had changed, that it was time to move on. Ethan felt his heart shatter, but he didn't argue. He didn't beg. Instead, he reached into his pocket, his fingers shaking. A silent tear slid down his cheek as he handed her a folded note. But before she could open it, a drunk driver came speeding down that very same road. And in one cruel second, everything ended. Sophie woke up alone. Ethan was gone. But in the quiet of her hospital room, she remembered the note. With shaking hands, she unfolded it and read his last words. "Without your love, I would die." But by then, he already had...
Mom, look! The trees are moving backward.
Yes, my dear, they are. For the first time she could see. But they didn't know that.
Is she okay?
She's acting like a child.
Poor thing.
Maybe something's wrong with her.
Ma'am, maybe you should take your daughter to a good doctor.
She might need help.
Mom, look! The clouds! They're running with us.
I did. We're coming from the hospital. My daughter was blind from birth. She just got her eyes today. Every single person has a story. Before you judge, remember, the truth might surprise you. Sophia carefully guides her mother into the restaurant, her grip gentle but firm. Her mother, Margaret, walks slowly, her hands trembling slightly. As they take a seat, some people glance at them, already showing mild disinterest. As Margaret tries to eat, her hands betray her. The spoon wobbles, and food spills onto her dress. Around them, some diners frown, their faces showing irritation. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't sigh or scold. She just smiles and continues to help her mother, as if nothing in the world could shake her patience. Sophia leans in, wiping the stains from her mother's dress, fixing her napkin and offering her water. There is no embarrassment in her actions, only love. But the restaurant whispers. Some shake their heads. Others look away, uncomfortable. After finishing their meal, Sophia takes her mother to the washroom. With gentle hands, she cleans the stains, fixes Margaret's hair and adjusts her glasses. Her touch is soft, filled with love that words cannot describe. And then, they step back out into the restaurant. As they return, something changes. The whispers have stopped. The annoyed glances have faded. The restaurant watches in silence, witnessing something more powerful than words. A daughter's unshaken devotion.
Don't you think you left something behind?
Sophia stops, looking puzzled.
No, ma'am, I haven't.
The old woman smiles softly.
Yes, you have. You left a lesson for every daughter, and hope for every mother.
In a world that rushes past, where patience is rare and kindness is often overlooked, Sophia left behind something priceless, a reminder of love's true form. She didn't just pay for dinner, she paid forward a lesson. And in that moment, hope was rekindled in the heart of every mother who fears being a burden, and every child who wonders if love has limits. Emma thought Tom loved, but today, sitting across from him at this cafe, she heard the words that shattered her heart.
I can't be with you. You need to change.
Emma felt her stomach drop. Change? She thought they were happy. But to Tom, she wasn't enough. Heartbroken, Emma found comfort in the only thing that never judged her. Food. Ice cream, chips, chocolate. Each bite numbed the pain, but only for a moment. Sadness didn't go away. It only grew. One evening, while grabbing her usual comfort snack, Emma noticed a woman like her. She was plus size, but unlike Emma, she looked happy.
How are you so happy?
The woman smiled, her joy radiating like sunlight.
Being fat is not my whole life. I have a job I love, friends, family, and hobby. There's so much more to me than my weight.
Emma stood there, her heart pounding. Was happiness really possible? Without changing her body, Emma thought about that woman's words for days. And then, she made a choice. Slowly, she started feeling lighter. Not on the scale, but in her heart. For the first time in years, Emma was truly happy. She laughed more. She felt more alive. And she realized she didn't need anyone else's approval. And then, like clockwork, Tom came back. He saw her confidence, her glow. And suddenly, she was worth his attention again.
You look good. I want you back.
Emma looked at him and laughed.
No thanks. I'm happy now.
Like a caterpillar needs to change to fly, Emma needed to change to find her happiness. But the real change wasn't just in her weight. It was in her heart.